Do you believe in angels? If you do, then you probably heard about the story of Lucifer, the fallen angel who rebelled against God and was cast down to hell. But today, we will dive a little deeper. Lucifer is one of the most iconic figures in history, appearing in literature, music, art, and movies. This video will unveil his fascinating story and explore the very reason why he continues to captivate audiences centuries later. So buckle up and join us as we journey into the depths of hell to uncover the truth about Lucifer, the fallen angel. Lucifer, commonly known as the fallen angel, is referenced throughout history and the Bible. In Christianity, Lucifer is said to have been an angel in heaven who was cast out for leading a rebellion against God. He eventually became associated with Satan or the devil, though his background has evolved. In ancient Judaism, Lucifer was initially only referred to as a morning star, but eventually linked with the idea of rebellion and wickedness. In Christianity, Lucifer is seen as a powerful figure representing evil. Christian teachings sometimes use him as an allegory for temptation and sin. Some believe that Lucifer was sent away from heaven after trying to lead a revolt against God, while others believe that other angels drove him out. Regardless, Lucifer is significant in history and the Bible, representing evil and temptation. He serves as a reminder to be wary of sin and its consequences. Throughout history, Lucifer has been seen as both an agent of good and evil. He is thought to represent the opposition to God and the struggle between good and evil. His story is an important part of history and religion, as it reminds us how easily we can be tempted by sin. By understanding Lucifer's story, we can better recognize our potential for wrongdoing and strive to make better choices. Ultimately, though Lucifer's history and story are shrouded in mystery, the moral of his tale remains clear. He warns against sin and temptation, reminding us to strive for righteousness and stay true to our values. In this way, Lucifer's legacy will continue to live on in history and religion for years to come. The Bible's account of the fall of Lucifer is found in Ezekiel 28, and many scholars believe that it refers to Satan rather than a human ruler. The description of this king as having a different nature from man, being in a different realm, and possessing attributes such as wisdom, beauty, and perfection, seems to point to the superhuman creature that is Satan. The judgment of him being cast out of God's mountain and thrown to the earth suggests this interpretation. Now there are many views on the origin of Satan and how he came to be in his current state. Although the Bible does not explicitly say why or how Lucifer fell, it gives clues as to what might have happened. One possibility is that Lucifer was tempted by pride and lifted himself against God, challenging his sovereignty. Another suggestion is that Lucifer rebelled against God in an attempt to make himself equal with God. In any case, it's clear that Satan was judged and cast away from the presence of God. Lucifer was said to have rebelled against God because of his pride and ambition. He wanted to take over heaven and rule as its rightful king, but God refused this request. Outraged, Lucifer declared war against God and his angelic host. This act of rebellion earned him the title of a fallen angel and caused him to be cast out of heaven and condemned to hell for all eternity. His pride and ambition had become his downfall, leading to an eternal punishment of separation from God and his love. As such, Lucifer remains a reminder of the consequences of defying our Creator's will. Though it was not God's plan for Lucifer, he still loves him and desires that he turn away from sin and return to him. God's mercy is everlasting, and he will accept anyone who asks for forgiveness with a repentant heart. No matter how deep the fall is, there is still hope of redemption in our Lord's eyes. We can only hope that Lucifer will recognize this truth and be reconciled to his Creator again. In some interpretations of the Bible, Lucifer is identified as Satan, the tempter, and accuser of mankind, who leads people away from God's path. According to these interpretations, Lucifer was an angel of light among God's highest creations. He was originally charged with protecting and watching over mankind alongside the other angels in heaven. However, his prideful ambition led him to challenge God's authority by attempting to overthrow him. Consequently, God banished Lucifer from heaven and condemned him to a life of darkness like Satan. He then became the ruler of hell, where he works in opposition against God and endeavors to corrupt mankind. The exact story behind Lucifer's fall may differ depending on which version or interpretation of the Bible one chooses to consult. However, most faith traditions agree that Lucifer's ambition and pride led to his fall. His refusal to accept God's rule over him is commonly seen as the reason for his banishment from heaven. To this day, he remains an adversary of God, who who seeks to tempt humans away from righteousness and obedience to the Lord. Freemasonry, an esoteric fraternal society, often connects Lucifer to enlightenment. He is associated with his search for knowledge and freedom from oppression. Freemasonry uses Lucifer as a symbol of human progress, sophistication, and infinite possibilities. In this context, Lucifer's fall from grace is a metaphor for obstacles that must be overcome to achieve spiritual enlightenment. The belief is that by conquering these obstacles, a person can rise above the limitations of their own lives and gain a greater understanding of the world around them. This way, Lucifer's story conveys an important message about self-improvement and personal growth. Whether or not Freemasons worship Lucifer is unclear, but it is clear that the figure of Lucifer is important to the organization's teachings. By understanding his story and using it as a symbol of enlightenment, Freemasons aim to gain greater knowledge to become better versions of themselves. Luciferianism is a belief system that worships Lucifer, the fallen angel. Followers of this faith believe in honoring Lucifer for his courage and wisdom in defying God and becoming a source of knowledge and power for humanity. They also practice rituals, such as reciting prayers to Lucifer or burning candles and incense in his honor. Some even wear symbols depicting Lucifer or sports tattoos with his image. Luciferianism can also be seen as exploring the darker side of the divine, allowing its followers to become more aware of their deepest desires and motivations. It is a spiritual path that encourages self-reflection and inner exploration to gain greater control over one's life. By embracing Lucifer, adherents can gain greater self-empowerment and freedom. This can lead to a greater understanding of the universe and how one fits it. Luciferianism is about liberation from the constraints of society and exploring one's spiritual potential. Ultimately, it is a path toward personal growth and spiritual enlightenment. Have you ever wondered what lies at the heart of Lucifer? At the heart of Lucifer lies a fascination with power and authority. He was once God's most favored angel, but his pride led to his fall from grace. His story is one of temptation, corruption, and betrayal. He embodies ambition, rebellion, and divine justice, representing evil and freedom of choice. Although he has done wrong, Lucifer is complex and multifaceted. He often serves as a reminder to be careful with the power we have and the choices we make. Through his struggles, he has become an emblem of strength, resilience, and the ultimate battle between good and evil. His eternal rebellion contributes to our understanding of morality, justice, and human nature. In short, Lucifer represents a classic tale of redemption and hope. Despite his failings, he strives for what is right and noble. This makes him an inspiring figure in the eyes of many. Ultimately, Lucifer is a complex creature whose story has captivated us for centuries. He reminds us of how powerful free will can be and how quickly it can lead us down dark paths. He is also an example of redemption, reminding us that no matter what has been done in the past, good can always triumph over evil. This makes Lucifer an extraordinary being who continues to have a lasting impact on us today. Thanks for watching this video. We hope that you found it interesting and informative. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to subscribe and like it for more content. Also, don't forget to leave a comment if you have any questions or thoughts on the topic. Until next time.